What's up, y'all? Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're not to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tyann, but we cool like that, so you could call me Taj. If you clicked on this video, it's probably because you yourself have locks, or maybe you're thinking about getting locks, and you just kind of want to see what those beginning stages are like. So if you're new here and you haven't already seen, I do have a video on when I started my locks. I vlogged the entire experience. I'll go ahead and leave a cue card right here, and you guys can click that to watch that video so you can actually see the beginning of my journey. I actually have a lock appointment today, not with that same loctician. If you're already part of the tribe, I found one that's a little bit closer. We're gonna try her out and kind of see how that goes. But before I went to my lock appointment, I wanted to make sure that I moisturize my locks and detangle my ends, because I am leaving my ends loose. So this is kind of going to be how I moisturize and maintain my loose ends, mixed in with a 1 month lock update, as well as kind of why I started my locks. So I don't got a lot of time, so let's get straight into the video. All right, so clearly I am still literally just gotten myself together for the morning. I apologize if my voice is still a little raspy. It's like 7 something in the morning. Your girl is up, okay? So just pardon me. So I am going to take my bonnet off, and I do sleep with a satin lined bonnet, but I also sleep with a scarf on. Don't ask me why, I just do. So when I first take the scarf off, this is what it's giving. It's giving, what is that? But then when I fluff them out, this is what I get. So yeah, this is what we are looking like. Freshly out the scarf, this is literally what my hair looks like every single day. All right, yeah, so the first thing that I'm going to do is moisturize my hair, and this is just my homemade lock tonic. I did make this myself. I would tell you guys what's in it, but I want to make sure that it works for my hair before we dive into that. My oil that I have right here is also homemade, so I wanted to use 100% organic and natural products on my lock journey. So I decided the best way to do that was to make it myself. And I got this spray bottle on Amazon because it's cheaper than the beauty supply store. So if you're buying them from the beauty supply store, go on Amazon. And I got 2 of these. So first thing I'm gonna do is just saturate my hair and give it some moisture, because first thing in the morning, she do be a little dry. Not even gonna hold y'all. And this is just like a rose water based tonic. And I made the rose water, everything myself from scratch, and then added some more stuff. But I want to get my hair nice and wet, or damp, should I say, because you never want it like dripping wet. I think that's a little OD, but as I continue to like OD. I apologize if you guys hear a lot of noise in the background. If you're new here, I do live in a new construction development, so they're like getting ready to start work for the day. So there's that. My apologies, y'all. So then I just go in and I make sure that I rub all of that good lock tonic in. And as you guys can see, or hopefully you guys can see, that it has already made my hair look like so much better. So there's that. The next thing that I am going to do is to seal in that moisture with my homemade hair oil. So I usually just kind of put this all over my scalp, and then I kind of rub more into my hair as needed. So there's that. So I literally just put this all over, showing the edges, mad love, because postpartum shedding really got the best of your girl a couple years ago, but they coming in. And then I take just like the littlest bit on my hands, just a couple drops, capture card where that spills, and then I just rub it, and then I just put that on like actual shaft and ends of my hair. So I guess we'll start, well, hold on. Let me get through these before I even jump into the story as to why I decided to lock my hair. So as you guys can see, hopefully the camera is doing it some justice. My hair looks super nice and moisturized. I feel like the camera may not be doing it justice, but at the very end, I'll do some up close shots for you guys to see. And then I go in with Not Your Mother's Curl Talk Leave-In Conditioner. It looks like this. Has one of those trigger sprays. Let's see if we can focus. There we go. And so what I'm gonna do with this is I don't do every single lock because I don't know how many I have, but that probably would take a long time. But I just find the ones where the ends feel like they're starting to lock. Oh, well, I guess really quickly, I can give you guys like a 1 month update. So this is what my hair is looking like. We have a lot of budding, as you guys can see, like a lot. My hair, I knew it would lock. That we're gonna touch on that in a second. But like, as you guys can see, there is a lot of budding. My hair, again, this is only week 5, so I'm still in my first month, and I'm getting my first retwist literally today. But yeah, y'all, she's locking. She's locking. So then, like I said, I just pick the ones that I feel like the ends are starting to lock, and I just spray just a little bit of this onto the end, and then I take my handy dandy rat tail comb. I hold it. It's essential that you hold it because the very first time I did this, I did it, and it kind of like uncombed the locks a little bit higher than I wanted to. So I only plan to have about maybe like an inch of loose ends. So yeah. And then normally after I do this step, I would go in with some Aunt Jackie's Don't Shrink gel. But because I'm getting my hair like washed and stuff, there's no point in me wasting that product. Okay. Only reason I'm doing this is so that she can clearly tell, because this is not the same loctician that started my lock. I just want her to be able to see that I do have loose ends, so she knows not to go past these ends. Like you guys see, like, mind you, I do this once a week. So yeah, and you see how that one was like locked, honey. But that's honestly the reason why I decided to lock my hair. So yeah, by the way, I don't do this in any specific order. I just feel around, do the ones that are really locking. So I make sure I go in and rub in that leave-in conditioner really well. And then I just go ahead and comb it out. And then I just kind of twirl it around my finger. So if I was putting the Don't Shrink gel, I put a little bit and then twirl it around my finger, and then I get those nice little, you know, curls or whatever. But the reason that really pushed me to lock my hair, besides me being on a spiritual journey, so if you guys are new here, I've been on a spiritual journey for about like, give or take 2 years now, maybe a little bit after I had my son, and it just felt like it was time. I've always thought about locking my hair. I told myself I would do it when I turned 30 because, in my opinion, successful, specifically Black women after 30, I'm not talking about the rich ones, because the rich ones obviously got a hairstylist on deck or whatever. But as far as like, look at that one's so nice. But as far as like the everyday regular women, nobody got time to be getting up and doing hair every morning after 30, at least in my opinion, right? Unless you got somebody that you know that does hair, and the girlies, the hair girlies, they're losing their minds. They're losing their minds with these prices, with these contracts. Even the girl I had to go to today, like, it's just, you gotta read an essay before you book. It's mad rules. Like, I just don't even have the time and patience for that now. So once I turn 30, I just don't feel like I was gonna have time, right? Granted, clearly here I am, locked before 30, because 27, I've mentioned this in a few of my videos before, 27 has always felt like it was going to be my magical number. So like how people feel about turning 21 and turning 25, I have always felt like that about turning 27. I don't know why. It's just always been in my spirit that like 27 was going to be a great year for me, or at least that's always just how it felt. And the fact that I turned 27 last year, well, I'm still 27. I turned 27 back in August. And it was an amazing, amazing birthday. If you're new here and you haven't seen my 2 birthday vlogs, part 1 and part 2, go ahead and click the cue card that just popped up, because my birthday was like so freaking amazing. It was like the amazing start into 27. And I just could remember thinking like, dang, this is why I always felt like 27 would be a good year. Like, look at how, like, I don't know if you guys can see this one. Let me put it like over here. This one is like literally locked, and there's like a loop at the end, if you guys can see that. I'll try to zoom in when I'm editing, but yeah, some of these, y'all, you would not think I do this once a week. That's another reason I decided to lock my hair. So besides the fact that I didn't think that I would have the time or patience after 30, but then like just having a great birthday, a great like entry into 27, it just felt right. You know, like it just felt like, why not? And then I started thinking to myself like, yo, Ty, the way the world is going, like, girl, you may not make it to 30. Not to say I don't want to, God forbid, but like, y'all get what I'm saying. Like, the world could end tomorrow. The lakes is drying up, global warming. Like, it ain't no guarantee that we all still gonna be here in 3 years when I turn 30. So it was just kind of like spirit telling me like, yo, what are you waiting for? And also, I'm not the type of girl that likes to do things that are trendy. I never have really been a trend type of girl. And in my friend group, one of them already had locks for a while. And, you know, she had some trials and tribulations getting her locks, like literally had to restart 3 times. And I was just like, I don't got that in me. And if you're new here, I am a Virgo sun, Virgo rising. So very textbook Virgo, if I do say so myself. And like, it takes a while for me to like make commitments. Like, I gotta do a lot of research. I have to like, anything that's like of a big commitment like this, a big change, I have to thoroughly do my homework and make sure it is the right decision for me. So after just kind of hearing all her trials and tribulations, it was just like, And then going on my spiritual journey, I'm like, bro, starting your locks is such a spiritual thing and such a, you know, like powerful thing as far as your perception of yourself and your own self-image and all of that good stuff. And I just could not see myself doing it, starting over 3 times. As hard as it is or was for me to make the jump, to do it the first damn time, like I just didn't have it in me to literally sit and restart. So kudos to her for having the patience, right? And then, mind you, still always have had getting locks in the back of my head. And then one of my other really close friends, she locked her hair. Literally, like, by the time she sent me the picture that she locked her hair, I had already had my lock consultation scheduled. I didn't tell anybody besides my husband. Like, I just wanted this to be kind of like a me thing, you know? And when my best friend locked her hair, or one of my best friends locked her hair, it almost felt like, damn, now that I'm the last one, like, I don't want anybody to feel like I'm copying them, which is, I know, a bad way to look at it, you know? But I'm being honest, that is just where my mind went. And I'm just like, damn, I want everybody to feel like, you know, their journey is theirs. And then as I got, like, I'm not gonna say lazier and lazier, but if I'm being honest, that's what happened. Like, I just started, it's not that I wasn't taking care of my hair, because I've always taken care of my hair. I just never cared for, like, the maintenance of it all. So I became natural about 6 years ago. I did a big chop myself when my husband and I lived in Hawaii. And, like, ever since then, I've been self-maintaining my natural hair. Because after we lived in Hawaii, we lived in Italy. If you're new here, my husband's in the military. And it was just always like, yeah, I'm not letting these people touch my hair. Like, I just went natural. So I have been maintaining my natural hair myself. Literally trimming my ends on silk presses, like literally all of that myself for 6 years. And if you are looking to get locks, chances are you're probably already natural or transitioning, and you have probably already realized that shit is a lot of work. Like, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of time, it's very expensive, or it can be. Let me say that, because not everybody's journey is the same. Some people go into the natural products and stuff right off the bat. But me, it's like the natural hair to product junkie pipeline is crazy. And I said this in one of my other videos where I actually showed you guys how I like get my hair, revamp my natural hair. And that was kind of like my first and last natural hair video. My bad, y'all, that truck is mad loud. But yeah, so as you guys can see, this side is like mainly done. I think I've just didn't do this one. But yeah, as you guys can see, like, I'm not doing this for it to be perfect. I'm not sectioning off my hair. I'm literally just doing what feels right, looking around, feeling the ones that feel locked, and just detangling, wrapping it around my finger so there's like some curl uniformity. So like, as you guys can see, this side is done, and then this side is not. So this one has a lot more frizz and stuff, and this one's a lot more defined. But dang, I lost my train of thought, y'all. Yeah, so it just came to a point where I was like, yo, I'm tired of doing my hair. And then now that I have a son who has to get his hair braided every 2 business days, because he's a 2-year-old toddler whose hair just literally only lasts 2 business days. And then like my husband's currently growing out his hair, and it was just like, yo, this is a lot of heads to be doing. Like, this is too many heads to be doing. Granted, we could pay for everyone to get their hair done, but then it just becomes like, why are we and then the prices that these girls are charging, not to say that that's not what they're worth, because charge your worth, but I don't gotta pay it, you know? Like, and I'm not 3 heads to be paying to get done on a consistent basis just is too much. So it just got to the point where I was like, yo, I volunteer as tribute. Somebody gotta go. And it was either lock my hair up. I mean, big chopping it probably wasn't an option, because I just did not like the way that I looked with my TWA, my teeny weeny afro. But I could have seen myself texturizing my hair again, just for manageability. But I really didn't want to do that, because I'm like, girl, you've been natural 6 years, you've committed, like, you know, let's just figure something else out. And y'all, when I say my hair was already locking, I would wash my hair maybe every other week, but I would like twist my hair up at night. Like, so if I did a twist out, that was my style, right? After I washed my hair, every night I would twist my hair back up into like chunky 2-strand twists to like obviously get as much time out of my twist out as I possibly can, right? But y'all, even doing that, when I say my hair would still lock, my hair was fiending to lock. I'm talking 4 days without combing out my hair, which if you're natural is not a big deal. I know if you're not natural, you're just like, well, duh, of course if you don't comb your hair it's gonna lock. But no, like when you a natural girl, like yeah, your hair tangles up. Because if I got a twist out, I'm not gonna comb it out. Like obviously I'm gonna try to rock that twist out for like at least a week. Bro, 4 or 5 days in and my hair would be forming locks. Like not just getting like, oh, I need to detangle my hair, but like actual locks were forming within a week. I kid you not. And I actually have pictures because I had sent them to my loctician before my starter lock appointment, and I'll go ahead and insert them on the screen. Y'all, this is literally just my natural hair. I was wearing a pineapple, like a twist out that got old, and then I put it up in a pineapple. And like taking down my pineapple, like the curls, what once were curls were like itching to turn into locks. I mean, fiending to turn into locks. So I was like, yo, I don't think my hair is gonna have a problem, obviously, locking, because she is beasting to do that like already. And then I guess that's probably why I'm still surprised. But like when I sent my loctician pictures, like update pictures of my hair maybe like a week ago, she was like, oh my goodness, they look so good. You said your hair would lock fast, but damn. Even this past weekend, we went to Charlotte and hung out with one of our friends we met back in Italy. And you guys will probably see this video before you see that vlog. And even he, who has locks and has had locks before, he was like, yo, how long ago did you lock your hair? Not hair falling, child. He was like, how long ago did you lock your hair? I'm like, a month. And he's like, bro, and it's already budding? That's crazy. Like, and that was just him like walking behind me. Like, now it's not even inspecting my hair. So like my hair, when I say she was beasting to lock, she was. So by the time I made the decision to just jump and just do it, it just felt right. It felt like finally going with the flow instead of resisting. And when I say my hair has never looked so healthy and so luxurious and lustrous and just good until I locked my hair. Don't get me wrong, like your girl was giving curls to the girls. I'll insert a picture of one of the last natural hairstyles I did, which was like a set of Bantu knots that just came out mad bomb. And it was like when I locked it, like, yo, look at my hair. And I actually have an entire Instagram for my locks because I didn't want my hair to take over my personal page since I already use it for business and all that other stuff. So if you want to follow my lock journey, you can follow me on Instagram at locked.taj because period. And it just felt right. It felt like finally doing something that just flowed. It felt like going with the grain instead of against the grain, since I wanted to use a hair reference. And then we have locks like this that are just like, this is one that the first time I did this, I accidentally combed out too much. But we still, as you guys see, have that big bud right there. So this one I'm not really gonna do too much. I'm actually gonna just like, I'm gonna comb it out, and then just this one I have to make sure I hold so I don't comb out more. And then boom, look at that. Look at that. We love it. But yeah, locking my hair just like felt right. And I don't believe in there being like an ugly phase. Since before I started my locks, I've been calling it a transitional phase. And I feel like that was the perfect, oh, this is like lock, y'all. I feel like that was the perfect way to describe it because I'm just like, yo, I am transitioning into a woman that I always wanted to be, that I always knew I would be. And I'm just falling in love with myself wholeheartedly, very organically. You know, locking your hair makes you literally have to fall in love with all of your natural features. And I think that's why people call it the quote unquote ugly phase, because you start looking at your facial features for what they are. Like no weaves, I mean, if you get your lashes done, you could do that. Like, I'm going to start getting into my lashes. But the very first month, I just wanted to be my raw, natural self. Like, I didn't want to wear too much makeup. I didn't want to try to make myself feel pretty with other things. I wanted to find that beauty in myself. And that's why I didn't even really, the first time I even like did my edges wasn't until we went to Charlotte, which was already a month into my journey. So I wasn't even like laying my edges. Like, I just wanted my hair to be, and I wanted to find beauty in that. I wanted to feel comfortable and confident in that, because I feel like if you start your lock journey and you automatically just jump into like, oh, like, let me do all this other stuff to make myself feel pretty, you never really embrace the transitional stage. You understand? Like, you never really are like, oh yeah, like, I'm beautiful. And like, the type of confidence that locking your hair gives you is really unmatched, because once you just sit in that and find beauty within your natural self, oh baby, can't nobody tell you nothing. I was going back and forth with somebody on Twitter, like on accident. Like, she said something and I asked a question and she was like, shut the hell up talking to me with your dry twist out. And that's because in my not even in my profile picture, she went lurking on my page, and I have a picture, my realtor picture, I'll insert it on the screen, my first professional headshot, had my natural hair out. And like, yo, my first reaction was when I went on her page, like, girl, not you trying to throw shade at somebody's natural hair, but you got somebody else's hair from a foreign country sewn in your head. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it was like, you can't make me feel ugly about the hair that's growing out of my head when you aren't even embracing the hair that grows out of your head. So it's just like, the confidence that locking my hair has given me, like, in my natural beauty is unmatched, because I feel like me maybe like a couple months ago would have felt some type of way and wanted to like go back and forth. But I'm just like, yo, she probably not even happy with her natural hair, because there was not a single picture on her profile since she went lurking on mine. Yes, I went lurking on hers. And I'm just like, oh baby, yeah, it ain't even worth going back and forth with you, because you could never make me feel bad about myself naturally when you don't even have the courage to be your natural self. You get what I'm saying? So it was just, it's already just transitioned my mind so much, which is why I'm so glad that I called it the transitional phase, because like, I'm literally transitioning, and I love that for me wholeheartedly. So I want to say, for the most part, I'm done. I don't feel any more. That's literally, as y'all saw, that's literally how I do this. I just feel, and I'm like, yeah, this feels like it's locking. Like, I don't want my hair to be this whole thing that's like takes hours and hours. Nah, we just kind of go with the flow, go with what feels right. And that's really just that on that. I do wish that some of my length will return, because if you're new here, this is about bra strap length hair, and yeah, where you would never know. So I'm just feeling around to make sure that I got all of them, but I think that I got all that matters, which is like the ones I can see. And that, for the most part, is why I locked my hair. And I'm literally, honestly, just about to be done. So this has taken me maybe, give or take, 20 minutes, if that. Like, I don't make my hair this big thing anymore. I mean, granted, I do plan to do my own retwist maybe after this next one. I want to be completely self-maintained, because like, I was already doing my own hair, and I just don't be wanting to pay people to do my hair. After doing your hair for 6 years, it's like, it sounds good. Like, I'll get it professionally done and get a style and all that stuff when I have somewhere to go. But if I'm just maintaining my hair, like, for a retwist for myself, like, paying somebody $100 is just like, yeah, nah, I'm good on that. I could use that money for my business. I could use that money for something else. Voila. And that is all I have for you guys for today. So thank you guys for tuning in for my 1-month lock update, kind of seeing how I maintain my loose ends and moisturize my hair. And I'm gonna give you guys some up close shots in just a second, but your girl's hair, oh, it's looking like it's a vibe. It's definitely a vibe. Definitely gonna give y'all some close-ups, but this is what my 4B/4C, don't really know, hair is giving 5 weeks after starting my lock journey. So the next time you guys see me will probably be in a vlog. Well, it'll probably be in that Charlotte vlog, which is old. But the next time y'all see me after that, your girl gonna have a new style or whatever. So make sure you follow my lock page again at locs.taj to see what style I'm getting, because honestly at this moment don't know. Appointments in an hour and a half and I don't know. But I will see you, yes you, because if you made it this far in the video, congratulations. You are officially part of the tribe, and I would love to have you, like officially. So you know what you gotta do? You gotta make sure you hit that subscribe button. You gotta make sure you smash that like button. Give this video a big thumbs up, because I mean, not the truck. And you just want to catch these vibes. You want to see how these locks is gonna flourish. All right. So I will catch you in my next lock video. Peace, y'all.